IT threats can make the internet a dangerous place these days, with hackers using new tools and tactics. For the sole aim of causing your company's failure, new varieties of malware, ransomware, and viruses are being invented every day. Without comprehensive security solutions, your organization remains exposed to attacks that might compromise and destroy your IT infrastructure. In this video, we are going to discuss about risks that your business should be prepared for your convenience. Before we continue our video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more interesting videos. So, let's get started. 1. Web browsers are a popular target for adware because they are often used to access the internet. You may not realize it at first, but adware may be a severe nuisance and a potential security risk when it comes to free online applications. Pop-ups and online adverts can be shown by adware when it is maliciously installed on a computer. 2. It is a collective word used for a network of bots or computers that a hacker may remotely manipulate. Typically, botnets are employed to do repeated activities, such as distributing spam or engaging in DDoS assaults. A zombie horde analogy is frequently used to describe botnets because of the way they disseminate their infection on other machines. 3. Brute force assaults are a typical method of breaking into an encrypted account on the internet, as the hacker types in as many passwords as possible in a brute force assault in the hopes of finding the proper combination of characters. 4. A command that control server, CNC server, is a central computer that receives orders from botnets and other malware and sends them to the botnets. The CNC server will then receive information from these botnets and malware, such as sensitive data or account passwords. 5. In dictionary attacks, passwords and usernames can be cracked using known words or phrases. It is possible to utilize them in conjunction with brute force assaults to guess credentials and access an account. 6. In a distributed denial of services, DDoS assaults, numerous computers from different places attempt to overwhelm one system simultaneously. An effort to bring down a server to stop the assault is the most common outcome of this traffic. It is common for botnets, hacked machines that hackers have enslaved, to be used in DDoS assaults. Software designed to exploit a vulnerability in an IT component for data theft or the installation of malicious software is known as an exploit. 7. It's possible to use either a piece of software or hardware as a keylogger. Viruses and other malwares typically contain keyloggers as part of their payloads to steal user credentials and utilize them later. It's very uncommon for the victim to be completely ignorant that they're being watched. 8. Malware, which means harmful software, is a phrase used to characterize any intrusive and malicious computer threat. Computer viruses, trojans, ransomware, spyware, and other internet dangers are all examples of this. Executable code or scripts are typically used to trigger malware. Malware may be denied as anything that has a malevolent aim. 9. Hackers utilize phishing strategies to trick victims into passing over personal information, such as usernames, passwords, credit card numbers, social security numbers, and so on, via email spam or other electronic means. Frequently, phishing scams are disguised as trustworthy or scary entities. When a ransomware virus locks down a user's computer or workstation with encryption technology, it extracts money or credentials from the user. Upon complying with the hacker's demands, a decryption key may or may not be provided. 10. Hackers employ social engineering as a strategy to exploit the vulnerabilities of their victims. Hackers pose a prominent corporate officials or users to get beyond conventional security protocols or even as the firm's IT department. Humans are vulnerable to social engineering because they are so unpredictable in their actions. Spam is commonly referred to as the daily, time-consuming emails users receive. Spam may be defined as any email you don't want to receive. Even though these communications may not appear harmful, hackers frequently utilize spam to accomplish a goal. Clicking on dangerous links or attachments in spam can run malware or take you to infected websites. In spear phishing, the goal is to seem as authentic as possible by customizing the phishing attack to a single target. An example of this would be a phone call or email from the local bank employee to verify your credit card information or credentials. 11. It is possible to deceive viewers into believing that they are looking at a good website when viewing a phony one through T-email spoofing. For example, it is a typical technique in which hackers pretend to be someone you know while using a false email address. Clicking on a link that takes you to a website that looks like the one you're looking for, but with the wrong domain name is another example. Hackers might utilize authentic email addresses and websites to deceive unsuspecting victims into falling victim for their schemes. It's called spyware because it's specially designed to capture data from a computer and transmit that data to a hacker invisibly. It is challenging to detect spyware since it is meant to stay undetectable. 12. A Trojan, known as a Trojan horse, is meant to penetrate your network and build a dependable method of accessing the system in the future, which is why it's called a backdoor. Trojans are commonly combined with advanced persistent threats, APT, to capture as much information as possible while evading security protocols. Any malicious software that tries to replicate and propagate to other computer components is a virus. It's not uncommon for viruses to be disruptive and harmful, particularly in the workplace. System slowdowns and data loss are all possible outcomes of their use. When it comes to computers, a vulnerability is a flaw or error in the code of an operating system or other software that has to be addressed. Software makers routinely give patches and security upgrades to fix network vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities that are currently unpatched and unresolved are referred to as zero-day exploits. Legacy softwares, such as Windows 7, is prone to these problems since it isn't compatible with today's technologies. Only a fraction of what hackers and their technologies are capable of has been explored. Because the potential for internet dangers is virtually endless, you must take precautions to protect yourself. Contact NAXYM for more information on these risks and how to secure your company's assets. Thanks for watching the video. Goodbye.